Arizona's primary elections are underway. Here are the 5 most important fact-check claims made by candidates that you should know about. I'm Philip Athey. I'm a fact-checker with the Arizona Republic and azcentral.com. AZ Fact Check examines claims made by politicians and others and tells you whether they are correct. First, let's look into claims made by Representative Kyrsten Sinema. She's a Democrat running in the Senate primary against Deidre Aboud to take the seat vacated by Senator Jeff Flake. Sinema is backed by the Democratic establishment and is the favorite in the race. She has focused most of her campaign on defining herself as a moderate who can get things done. This includes her claim that she stepped in and stopped Congress from giving themselves a raise this year. While Sinema did take some actions to block congressional pay raises, multiple lawmakers have moved to block pay raises this year and every year dating back to 2009. The claim was rated 1 star, mostly false. Next, let's look into a claim made by Democratic gubernatorial candidate David Garcia when he launched his campaign. Garcia, a professor at Arizona State and an expert on education policy, is facing off against Kelly Fryer, the executive director of Tucson's YWCA for the past 5 years, and veteran of the Senate legislature, State Senator Steve Farley. Garcia has chosen to focus his campaign on the flaws of Governor Ducey, including a claim in his opening ad that under Ducey, Arizona was the most corrupt state in the country. While Arizona does have its fair share of corruption, only one study done prior to Ducey's election ever rated the state as the most corrupt. We rated that claim 0 stars, false. Now let's take a look at another claim involving Ducey, but this time it comes from a fellow Republican. Ken Bennett, a veteran Arizona politician who lost to Ducey in the 2014 Republican primary, is taking a second shot to defeat the governor. Ducey is heavily favored to win the race and has so far overlooked Bennett in his campaigning. But Bennett launched a barrage of attacks against him, including questioning his conservative credentials by attempting to pin Senator John McCain's infamous no vote on a repeal of Obamacare on Ducey. When making that claim, Bennett ignored explanations from both McCain and Ducey on how McCain made his decision, and we rated his claim 0 stars, false. Here's a claim made by One Arizona in an attack against State Senator Kate Brophy-McGee. The progressive organization sent out mailers in her district attacking her for failing to take action on a bill that they claim would close corporate tax loopholes. The only problem, the bill they wanted her to get pushed through the state legislature is still stuck in a committee that McGee is not a member of, preventing her from taking any action on the bill. We rated that claim 0 stars, false. And finally, let's take a look at a claim made in the Republican primary for the Senate seat vacated by Flake. Former State Senator Kelly Ward and the infamous former Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio are both running as the true Trump-supporting conservative in the race against the more moderate Representative Martha McSally. Ward, in an attempt to label McSally as a liberal Republican, claimed that the representative has voted for amnesty 11 times during her 3 years in Congress. While McSally does have a record of supporting protections for DACA recipients, a record that she has tried to hide during this election, she has only supported 3 bills that could possibly be claimed as amnesty, only one of which has been voted on, leading us to rate that claim 0 stars, false. For a more in-depth look at all these fact checks or any news this election season, head over to azcentral.com or subscribe to us on YouTube.